Picture the referee standing in the center circle before the World Cup final. 80,000 people in the stadium. A billion more watching from every time zone on Earth. He's the only man on that field whose job is to control everything and take credit for nothing. One wrong call and his name trends globally, not for admiration, but for ridicule. The pressure is real, specific, and enormous. And when the final whistle blows and the winning players collapse into each other, he walks toward the tunnel. No trophy, no press conference, a handshake maybe, and a check that, when you set it next to what everyone else in that stadium is collecting, tells you something uncomfortable about how this sport decides who gets paid, what a World Cup referee actually earns, and why that number lands where it does. Turns out to be one of the more revealing windows into how money really moves through global sport. Start with something that surprises almost everyone who looks into this. A World Cup referee doesn't work for FIFA the way you might assume. He's not a staff employee. There's no annual salary, no benefits package, no pension tied to years of service. FIFA, the Swiss-based governing body that owns and operates the tournament, brings officials in for the event, compensates them for it, and that's largely the end of the arrangement. The relationship is closer to a short-term contract than a career post. He's an independent specialist brought in for one specific job. The second thing worth flagging before any numbers come up: FIFA doesn't publish an official referee pay schedule. No document exists that lays out the fee structure for public review. Every figure you're about to hear comes from reporting by outlets including The Times, the BBC, and Goal, as well as from former officials who've spoken on the record. FIFA hasn't confirmed the precise numbers. That caveat matters. Keep it in mind as the math builds. Now build the paycheck from the bottom up. The first layer is the participation fee, which is a flat payment guaranteed to every referee named to the tournament panel. For 2026, The Times reported that figure at around $100,000. It doesn't matter how many games you work or don't work. That amount is locked in the moment you're selected. To put it in context, that's roughly double what referees reportedly received at Brazil in 2014, and a meaningful jump from Qatar in 2022, where the figure was reported closer to $70,000. The base has been climbing steadily. Then the match fees stack on top. Reporting suggests group stage matches pay somewhere in the range of $3,000 to $5,000 each. Knockout matches, where the stakes and the scrutiny both jump, pay as much as $10,000 per game. The confirmed benchmark from 2018 and 2022 was around $3,000 a match, so the knockout premium is where the real accumulation happens. FIFA also covers travel, accommodation, meals, and a daily allowance. Nobody's paying expenses out of pocket to be there. But here's the part that changes the whole calculation. Those match fees are conditional. FIFA appoints referees 3 to 4 days before each game based on recent performance assessments. There's no guaranteed path to the knockout rounds, no automatic progression, and a rule bars any official from working a match involving his own country, which narrows the field of available assignments further. So the total earnings aren't a fixed number. They're a running tally built entirely on how many appointments he draws and how deep into the bracket he lasts. So what's the ceiling? For a referee who works the group stage, survives the assessment process, earns knockout appointments, and reaches the final, the estimates become genuinely interesting. Former Premier League referee Mark Clattenburg, who has discussed this openly on the Whistleblowers podcast, said that reaching the final could amount to somewhere between $60,000 and $70,000 in bonus fees alone, on top of the base. Stack that against the participation fee and a full run of matches, and reporting from The Times suggests the very top earners could approach $300,000 across the entire tournament. $300,000 for a month of the most scrutinized officiating on the planet. That's real money. It's a significant sum for almost any referee alive, and it's about to look very small. Assistant referees, the two officials running the sidelines tracking offside, operate on a lower scale. Their base fee has been reported around $25,000, with per-match payments of roughly $2,000. The VAR officials, the video review crew, working in a replay room removed from the field entirely, are on a separate scale again. None of them reach what the man in the middle earns. Now the other side of the white line. The prize pool FIFA confirmed for the 2026 tournament is $871 million, distributed to the participating teams. That's nearly double the $440 million paid out in Qatar. The winning federation collects $50 million. The runner-up takes $33 million. Every team that qualifies is guaranteed at least $12.5 million, simply for being named to the tournament. And the teams that lose all 3 group stage games and exit earliest still collect around $9 million in performance payments. Sit with that. The worst team at the tournament, eliminated faster than any other, walks away with $9 million. That's roughly 30 times the absolute ceiling for the referee who might work their matches. But the money doesn't flow directly to the players. FIFA pays the national federations, the governing bodies of each participating country's soccer. The federation then negotiates how much of that prize money reaches the squad itself. Typically, the players' share lands somewhere around 20 to 30%, depending on each federation's collective bargaining agreement with its athletes. The United States Federation, for example, has a negotiated deal with its national team players. Reporting suggests that even with a group stage exit, each U.S. player could clear something close to $330,000. Go deeper into the bracket and that figure climbs sharply, potentially approaching $1 million per player for a team that runs to the final. Read that again. A U.S. player who loses 3 group games and flies home in the first week could earn roughly what the rest of the figure referee of the entire final earns at his very best. The player who accomplished the least from the fastest eliminated scenario roughly matches the official who reached the summit. There's a separate pool on top of that called the Club Benefits Program. Compensation FIFA pays to the professional clubs that employ these players as reimbursement for releasing them to national team duty during the tournament. That fund for 2026 sits at roughly $355 million. The clubs, who aren't competing in the World Cup and are simply allowing their employees to participate, share a pool that dwarfs everything. The entire officiating corps is paid, many times over. To understand where all of this money originates, look at the broadcasting side. Fox reportedly paid around $485 million just for United States rights to this tournament. Every match carries advertising. Forbes reported that 30-second ad spots during games run between $200,000 and $750,000. This year's tournament also features 2 3-minute hydration breaks per match, officially designed to manage player health in summer heat. And those breaks across all 104 games could represent more than $500 million in advertising inventory alone. The engine is vast. Stop and look at the shape of it cleanly. The whole machine is built around the people the audience paid to watch. Billions of viewers generate broadcast rights revenue. That revenue funds prize pools. Prize pools flow to the federations and players those viewers came to see. The referee is essential to every minute of every match. Without him, the game doesn't function. And yet the money machine doesn't factor him into its calculations the way it factors in the players. Because nobody bought a ticket to watch the referee. Nobody wears a jersey with an official's name on the back. The whistle is indispensable, and the market prices it accordingly. Pay tracks demand, not effort. That's the rule. Here's something most fans never think about. The majority of World Cup referees aren't full-time professional officials. Many are semi-professional, earning most of their income through domestic league appointments back home. The World Cup is prestige more than financial transformation for most of them. The participation fee matters. The match fees are meaningful, but this isn't typically life-changing wealth, and the cost of getting there extends well beyond what the paycheck covers. Leif Lindberg, who worked as an assistant at the 2002 World Cup final, told CNN that most referees he's known have been through at least one divorce. The years of travel, absence, and total commitment to the role take a toll on family life that doesn't appear anywhere in the fee schedule. A referee runs more than 6 miles per match, more than many players. To qualify for FIFA selection in the first place, they pass fitness tests that include repeated 10-meter sprints under 6 seconds, and a grueling interval run involving 40 repetitions of a 75-meter sprint followed by a 25-meter walk. They train like endurance athletes, travel constantly, and submit to assessment after assessment across a qualifying window that for 2026 began the day the Qatar tournament ended. This year's tournament is the largest in World Cup history. 48 teams instead of 32, 104 matches instead of 64, spread across the United States, Canada, and Mexico. FIFA assembled the largest officiating panel ever drawn together for a single event, roughly 50 main referees, close to 90 assistants, and around 30 VAR officials from 50 different countries. Getting into that group isn't something you apply for with a resume. The path runs through domestic appointments, continental body recommendations, FIFA fitness camps, technical seminars, and years of smaller international assignments. For most officials who make it, this is the one moment in a career that spans 3 decades, and some never get there at all. There's a case from this very tournament cycle that puts the human cost in sharp focus. A Somali referee who qualified through years of work on the continent had his visa to enter the United States denied, cutting off his World Cup before it began. After everything the process demands, the final barrier was bureaucratic, and it closed on him.